All right guys, hey, today we have something very special. This is one of the first systems from APEXi available for the GR Corolla. So let's get into the box and let's see what it is. I'm really super excited for it. It is one of the first systems that is manufactured by a Japanese company for the GR Corolla. A lot of systems that we've tested on the channel so far have been North American manufacturers. So let's get into this and let's see what this is all about. This thing's really cool. I think the tips are gonna they're gonna be sick. But it looks like they're doing the valve, which is already spring loaded, only on one of these to help reduce some of the sound or open it up a little bit. So Caleb's gonna help with the assist. So let's get this factory system back off. Before we do that, we'll give you a quick sound clip of it now, and then we'll give you a startup of this one as well. All right guys, so here's gonna be like the cold start. This car's been chilling for a while. And something we just always want to do, this is our fourth system, so we kind of want to just give you guys in the same video a comparison back to back. So go ahead and start it up, Caleb. Give it a couple revs. So as you guys can hear, it's kind of weak sounding, it's pretty pathetic. So let's get this on and let's see how this sounds. I know this isn't gonna be as loud as some of the other ones. I just kind of have a feeling for it with the size of the muffler and from what I've heard from the representatives over at APEXi. Let's get to it though, let's see how it is. All right guys, so you've probably seen this on some of our other videos. If you're a follower, if not, you should subscribe because it really does help us out and it brings a lot of good content, and we want the feedback from you guys to tell us what you guys actually want to see. So this we're removing from here back. So this is considered the catalytic converter section of the car, and this is considered the Catback section. You have one resonator here, but we're gonna be removing this hanger. We're gonna be doing the hangers on the back sides here, and we're gonna pull this whole thing down. First, I'm gonna unplug the valve here, which is just this quick little unplug. And then we're gonna pull this whole system down super quick. I'm really excited to see what this looks like with the 4 tips. So 2 actually right here, and the burnt tips are gonna look pretty cool. So let's get to it. So sometimes we use like the exhaust pry tool, and sometimes we just use the actual pry bar. I'm gonna get this last one off here. Bring that down. This is still kind of hanging in place. So I'm gonna hold this while Caleb gets the last one in the back. All right guys, so this is a little tricky, but this is pretty cool that they do supply the factory valve. So what you gotta do is get this slid down past this little piece right here, and then you gotta do a little rotation, and then you bring it back down and around so it will come down flush. Let's see if I got it here. Let's get that down. And there we go, just like that. And then you can put the supplied Allen keys in, and then we'll mount this other piece right back on here. So I'm about to tighten this up, but I just want to note it, like this is super, like the valve itself is really good on the spring side of things. So it's just a good quality valve. So guys, as you can see, like this, the quality is still there. You can see the tool marks from when they clamped this and stuff. But it retains the factory gasket like I mentioned earlier. So this is just gonna literally go up here. We're gonna put our bolts in. We're gonna hang it from the stock hanger right here. So I'll get this set while Caleb's looking for the bolts. And then this back part, we're gonna put a gasket, and this is gonna get nut and bolted together right here. And it's a really simple install. It's very, very clean. Looks like it's gonna have lots of clearance and everything. All right, thing is lined up really good. So make sure you tighten this or else you have a leak right here. So we gotta tighten these 2 bolts. If you don't do it, you're gonna have a huge leak. And we'll do a little bit on the other side. Come back here. One super cool thing about this is like, that's it. That's the fitment, that's the adjustment. We just have to add this mid pipe or rear section pipe. And that's how she goes. This is the installation instructions. Pretty simple for an exhaust install. You got your hangers into the certain locations. You got the bolts that go into the factory pipe, and then you got the gasket and bolts back here. Let's take a look at the system itself now that it's installed. We have made no adjustments, and this thing is sitting pretty perfect. It can move a little bit to the left, and that's just our hangers, and it'll actually settle and vibrate just a little bit. But I think it's actually really, really good. So let's get this thing on the ground and let's get that sound clip for you guys. All right guys, so that was the cold start. So now to my favorite part, we gotta actually go drive this thing. I don't know if you can actually hear it on camera like I could. This is one of the deepest systems. It is, tone-wise, is actually quiet, but it's really actually deep. It's the first one I could actually like feel in my body a little bit. I think that's what everyone kind of agreed on after we kind of revved it up a little bit. But let's go drive this thing. Let's try to get you guys some in-cabin sounds. I already know it's not gonna have any drone because of that resonator on there, but I'm very interested to see what it sounds like outside the car at high RPMs. So the first thing I noticed about the car right now, I just did a little bit of, just get a little gas. The car seems a lot more preppier with this combination on here. We do have the Armor Speed intake as well as the APEXi exhaust right now. And I just really feel like the car's a little prepped, like it just wants to kick up and go. More than like in the past, you know? So some of the mods, you know, you gotta be really careful with, but this was a comment that our sales guy, when he drove it with the Armor Speed, he actually mentioned that as well. So this could be one of the more powerful intakes. And I just want to comment that on one of our last videos. I will say, like, we're not dyno testing it, so check for anybody who's doing some independent testing. I'm just telling you what I feel and like like how just peppy the car actually is now with this intake back on it. And with the exhaust, there's no drones, there's no like crazy sounds or anything, which is nice. I hear a nice deep sound out of the back. And it's nice sounding. It's nothing that I would get sick of. So let's get you guys some outside clips. I'll try to get you guys one where we're behind the car, we actually launch it, and then we'll get some drive-bys.